present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. Well, it's been a momentous week or so, and naturally, we're all saddened by the loss of a woman who served faithfully for over a decade and who for many years has benefited from massive support. Yes, I'm sorry to say that Samantha, our scorer, can't be with us tonight due to a freak riding accident. Anyway, here are four men who decided not to throw their hats into the leadership election because they were afraid their hats stood more chance of winning than they did. On my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Willie Rushton. And on my left, Graeme Garden and Barry Cryer. And while Samantha's recovering, would you please welcome our replacement scorer, the lovely Margaret. We're going to start off with a game called Excuses, Excuses. One team is going to point the finger of accusation at the opposing team, who should attempt to excuse themselves. The first team then point again with the finger of accusation, and so on, until either their finger gets tired or I do this. Graeme, you're going to start off now. Will you start off by accusing Tim and Willie?
Yes. Why did you vote for Michael Heseltine in the first ballot?
Because the whips said I had to vote for the mad blonde in the blue suit.
Why didn't you vote for him in the second ballot?
We were beaten up by madmen in grey suits.
But why? Why didn't you stick to your principles?
We're Tories.
Yeah.
What did you have against her?
Let me answer that in 3 or 4 ways.
Here.
She was the single most wonderful person to lead this country since Herod the Wake. And she had the shapeliest legs since Pitt the Younger.
Here.
And why did you vote against her?
Let me answer that in another way. Self-interest came into it.
Who did you vote for in the second ballot?
Douglas Hurd.
No, you didn't.
How do you know? It's a secret ballot.
We looked.
Why did you look?
We're Tories.
Right, Tim, over to you now. Will you accuse Graeme and Barry?
Right. How do you explain your pathetic performance in Australia?
We were upside down.
You were all out for 109.
Upside down, that's 601.
You've absolutely no idea how to play alderman.
Obviously, you've never seen me in pantomime.
We have seen you in pantomime, and I've never seen anything as grotesque as your widow Twankey.
I was upside down.
No, you weren't.
How do you know?
We looked. Why?
We're Tories.
Right. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Oh, dear.
This is the point in the show where I give the teams advance warning of the ball they'll be announcing at the end of the show. Teams, would you please think about some late arrivals at the, guess what, Conservative Party ball?
Your assistant, Margaret, doesn't want to know about that.
She's good at removing them.
Okay, teams, now, this is a new one on me. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to ask you to tip your heads back and empty your glasses. What, I hear Barry murmur, is the show over already? No. It's time for a musical round called Gargle's Song. I'm going to ask each of the team members to gargle a well-known song. And as usual, I'll award points for fluency of expression and deduct points for splashing the audience. Colin Sell will also be taking part, doing what, I don't know. And for insurance purposes, he's wearing his rubbers. Now... Tim, will you start off? Will you gargle when I'm calling you?
I don't know.
Wait, he hasn't called you.
I was saying I will.
Oh,
I do have a degree. I'd like to...
We're all going to sound like Douglas Hurd, aren't we?
Barry,
Sir.
Here's your song, please. Will you fill up?
Emotionally, you mean?
Your song is from the Merry Widow, Velia.
I've dried. Oh, yes. Nurse, what? Oh, God.
It's finding it a bit difficult to hear the piano, actually, seriously.
gargling.
Willie, while Graeme dries himself
I couldn't
off...
see the piano.
Your song is We'll Gather Lilacs.
Not easy with a mouthful. Very good for you, sir.
What are you doing? Getting a microphone near.
Well, if you think I'm going to award any points for that, you're very much mistaken. Jim's lost 10 points already for spitting at the chairman.
You give my
10
teeth...
pints already.
We're going to rush on now to a game called Complete Quotes. I'm going to play some incomplete excerpts of famous people speaking, and I want you to finish them off. The quotes, I mean. Tim, you have a speech by Prince Edward.
Oh, it's perfectly true. I mean, you've got to be very careful who you talk to. If you talk to a girl more than 3 times in a week, then...
She might easily die of boredom. Oh, that's unfair. Unfair to attack them when they can't reply back.
Exactly.
Absolutely. But it's true.
Graeme, your speaker is Michael Heseltine.
But you don't go around expecting people to squirt paint over you, and so it does have a sort of momentary shock.
But no hard feelings, Maggie. Let me wipe it off you.
Willie Rushton, I've got a quote here from Andrew Lloyd Webber.
What this will mean is that I'm going to be able to continue to devote more and more time to composing, because as people become aware of the fact that there is an excellent business team there, I can really do what I'm best at, which is
impersonating fish.
Barry.
That's very true.
Here's a quote that you've got to finish. It's by Oliver Reed.
I wanted, why show business? I can't spell, I can't add up.
I can't stand up.
Tim, one right up your street now. Edwina Curry.
I'm a North Country girl. I come from Liverpool, and I represented a ward in Birmingham for 11 years, and I represent a seat in Derbyshire. And where I come from, we call a spade, well, at the very least we call it
a delightful coloured immigrant. That's what they do. Delightful.
Another 10 points up the spout. Graeme Garden. Margaret Thatcher.
Now you can see, it's really rather dark, purpley colour.
But don't worry, Geoffrey. I'll put a raw steak on
it. Willie Rushton, will you finish this quotation by George Best?
People always want you to, you've got to give them the answer. You've got to say, yes, it's true, or no, it's not. But everything isn't black and white.
No, there's teachers, bells, Dave, Jamesons, Baby Sham, Taylor Fort, Noel Chandon.
But yes, keep on. We never know. They might be listening.
Solemn moment now. Barry, will you complete this quotation by John Major?
I'd like firstly, if I may, to thank my many parliamentary colleagues for the tremendous support they've given me today. It's an enormous...
Fur Lines one, and Norma's going to be tickled pink.
Well, I suppose those of you who are listening are agog to know what the score is. We're going to... Now we have... Are you ready? Now we have a game called Historical Headlines. I want you to suggest how different newspapers would have reacted to famous events in the past. And let's start now with the Charge of the Light Brigade. Who should we start with now? Barry.
Charge of the Light Brigade.
Charge of the Light Brigade. Sports Guardian. England 600 all out.
Daily Express. Lord Lucan found.
The Sun. Got us.
Cannons to the right of them is the Church Times, and cannons to the left of them is the Church Mirror. The Financial Times, they reported on the Charge of the Light Brigade as electricity shares underpriced.
Knitting Weekly. Cardigan souvenir issue. One from The Star. Capture the Russian guns and win a metro.
Times Literary Supplement. Lord Tennyson seeks rhyme for 600.
Racing Post. Record field only 12 finish. Race unsafe, say RSPCA.
Knitting Weekly. Balaclava Supplement.
Teams, here's a different event. Teams. Same game, but different event. Henry VIII's sixth marriage to Catherine Parr.
Daily Star. King feels up to par.
The Sun. Bon King Henry.
The People, bloody hell. 6 in a row.
Daily Mirror, Hazza scores 6. God bless you, sir.
Catholic Herald, Pope brings in excommunication charge. Or not.
The Independent, King weds, see page 19.
Times, King takes further advantage of the Reformation.
The Sporting Life, disaster for Ladbrokes as Cardinal Wolsey breaks bank with 6-wife accumulator.
Okay.
There's one from ITN as well. Zip. Ouch. Sandy Gall, News at 10, Hampton Court.
Okay. Now, a very exciting and amusing game called Through the Keyhole. Behind me are some screens, and behind those screens, the producer has specially decorated 2 mystery cubicles to represent the rooms of famous and talented people, or Nigel Kennedy. One...
Just because he can't blow it.
One... Order.
I was the day they shot him.
I'm going to ask one team to go inside their... I'm going to ask one team to go inside their mystery cubicle and describe what they see, and the other team should ask questions and have 1 minute to guess whose room it is. Right, Tim and Willie, would you please venture into your mystery cubicle? The answer's going up now on the computer display. And here for you listening at home is the mystery voice.
Geoffrey Archer's bedroom. Geoffrey Archer's bedroom.
Okay, Tim and Willie, can you hear me in there?
Sorry?
Tim, what about you?
About 3:15.
Okay, off you go now. And Graeme and Barry, you've got to try and work out whose room.
What is simply Maul's.
Right.
It's Lloyd Grossman's room.
We could be standing in a hall of mirrors. I've never seen so much glass. Gloss.
How wise of you not to attempt the voice, Willie?
Yes. Still gargling after all these years. Oh, look at these robes for a peer. What does it say? Not to be used yet. Obviously, the person who lives here enjoys reading. There are an enormous number of books, all by the same author. Questions?
What?
Got a question yet?
Who are the books by?
The same author. Look at all these lots of walls surrounded with photos of Margaret Thatcher, still wet.
Any connection with the long-running radio soap?
No. Only by name. He's obviously very well educated. The ties and scarves of a number of colleges at both Oxford and Cambridge are hanging around.
Is it a fragrant room by any chance?
Yes? Oh, look, there's a little file here. Spotty black spot remover.
Barbara Cartland, isn't it?
Can we come out now? It's horrible in here.
I'm going to ask you, Graeme and Barry, whose room do you think that is?
Oh, a shot in the dark.
Go on, Barry.
Geoffrey Archer.
Geoffrey Archer.
Geoffrey Archer's bedroom, you're quite right. Now, Graeme and Barry. Graeme and Barry, off you go now to enter your mystery cubicle. The answer's on the display now, and here's the mystery voice for you at home.
Pamela Baudet's kitchen. Pamela Baudet's kitchen.
Sorry, Ewan, we can't quite see it, yeah?
Okay. Right off you go, Graeme and Barry. Can you hear me?
We can't get the door open.
Are you in there now?
We're in the, looks like a kitchen. It's a kitchen, this, isn't it? Yes. Oh, Lord, look at that egg whisk. Batter's included, it says on it.
do with a blender shaped like that, I'll never know. Oh, that's what you do with it.
Look at this. Look, somebody's left a giant Brillo pad in here.
Oh, it's got a face drawn on it. That's a nice touch. Oh, look, there's a Polaroid of Colin Moynihan.
Actual size?
Yes. Any questions?
Is it the kitchen?
It is the kitchen. Yeah.
That was a giveaway. You said we're in the kitchen.
You're in some political place, yeah. You can be frank with me.
There's a House of Commons pass here, with a price list on it, funny enough.
Is this person a woman whose kitchen you're leaping about in?
I would say that
On the command kneel, she'd ring up the Sunday Times.
I think you're getting close, Willie.
They know it's Molly Sugden.
Hand
They've got it.
Okay. Hand the bordello or something. No. The egg whisk was a giveaway because I've read The Observer. Lucky she was in.
We're going to have now what's laughingly called a musical round. Teams are going to improvise a blues, madrigal, or calypso number around a theme suggested by the opposing team. Musical accompaniment is provided as usual by Colin Sell and the Croydon Sound Machine. That's enough. Right, Tim and Willie, will you think up a theme and a style, please, for Graeme and Barry?
Calypso, I think.
All right.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Tories. No, Turtles.
Turtle Calypso, none of this hero bit. Ninja Turtles.
I got a mutant ninja turtle the other day.
I gave it to my brother and he took it away.
He came back later all covered in slime
And said, I'll have another of those meat pies, but not so crusty this time.
Graeme and Barry now, will you suggest a subject and style for Tim and Willie, please?
Wedgwood band.
And we haven't had a madrigal.
All right, a wedgie band.
Madrigal.
A wedgie band.
Can we have a madrigal? We haven't had a madrigal for a long time.
All right.
You're wondering. What? I thought that was a madrigal. As I was wandering round the Gulf, I spotted Tony Benn.
He told me I'd been on a mission to sheesh down Hussein.
Then said, I said now, President, please release the hostages.
And now you can't move in Baghdad for flocks of bleeding ostriches.
Okay, well, with the score nicely poised, we go on to... Oh, wait a minute now. You may have read in the newspapers that the elevators at Mornington Crescent Tube Station are to be taken out of use. This, as you can well imagine, is grave news. And in recognition of the fact, all proceeds from our final round will go to a special Mornington Crescent Elevator Reconstruction Fund. Yes, it's ball time again. So, teams, while Margaret and I go off to inspect our mystery cubicle, will you please announce the late arrivals at the Conservative Party ball?
No.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us...
The results aren't in yet.
Mr. and Mrs. Tickle assassination and their daughter Polly.
Mr. and Mrs. Din the Wool Tory and their daughter died in the Wool Tory.
And will you welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. Turn and their son, Hugh Turn. I'm sorry, there is no Hugh Turn. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, no, there isn't.
But there's some marvellous turns in the cabaret. Kid Ory and his very tall brother, Height Ory. Thank you for enjoying the cabaret, and now we have the raffle.
Oh, look who's coming. Mr. and Mrs. Crawling Toady. And their son, A. Crawling Toady.
And will you welcome, please, fresh from the party conference, Mr. and Mrs. Dingo Vation and their son, Sam Dingo Vation.
Here come Mr. and Mrs. Unscrupulous Bastard. And their son, A.
And their daughter Anne Unscrupulous. Mr. and Mrs. Hoots with their daughter, Grace Hoots. Grace Hoots, Grace.
Sorry.
Carry on.
Little sympathy for the new Prime Minister's wife. She's had her knockers. That's enormous knockers.
And there's Mr. Ed, the stalking horse.
Dennis Scratcher, he's got a Dulwich.
And low point of the cabaret, Geoffrey Archer will be seen eating Labour MP Paul Boateng. And even worse after that, he's going to sing the Eton Boateng song.
Pray welcome the two-faced Stoats. I haven't brought any children at all, I don't know.
There's Michael Heseltine telling Sir Geoffrey how, but I don't think Douglas heard.
All the way from Holland with their host, Hugh Dykes, Mr. and Mrs. Van Years, and their daughter, Ella Van Years. Lord Whitelaw in a fur coat, that's his willy warmer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come now right up to the end of the programme, and the teams have come to the end of their resources.
Oh, there's a trapeze artist, Tom, for late addition to the cabaret. Margie Knoll, she can swing either way. Oh, a taxi's just drawn up and nobody's got out. It's the Prime Minister!
Shame.
Shame.
We've come to the end of our time now. It only remains for me to say on behalf of myself and the teams, goodbye.
Barry Fryer, Graeme Garden, Willie Rushton and Brooke-Taylor were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by Jon Magnusson.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us for a second week in the fine city of Milton Keynes. Although it's known as a new town, anyone who believes the area has no history before 1967 couldn't be more wrong, as there's evidence of a tribe of Stone Age tool users constructing crude dwellings in nearby Bletchley as early as 1958. It was at Bletchley Park during World War II that the world's very first computer was installed, and its top secret output will make fascinating reading just as soon as they get the printer to work. The original buildings have been preserved as a museum with various artifacts from the period, and for a small entrance fee, visitors can be transported back to 1942. A cheaper alternative is to hop on a bus to Newport Pagnell. Milton Keynes today has much to be proud of. It's the home of the Open University, founded in 1969 by Harold Wilson, who declared degree-level education would be available to anyone with a basic passion to study men in beards and flared trousers at 3 o'clock in the morning. The town also boasts the huge National Bowl, probably the finest annual exhibition of sanitary ware in Europe. All right, let's meet the teams. We have the same lineup back for a second week, and I can honestly say you couldn't ask for 4 better comedians. So that's answered your next question. They are on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Phil Jupitus. And making a welcome return on the scoring desk next to me, the delightful Samantha. Okay, let's get on with the first round. It's called Misleading Advice, and as might be inferred from that title, it's all about totally false information. So, listeners, if it's a large dollop of fun you're after, don't touch that off switch. Okay, teams, I'd like you please to suggest items of advice that might prove worse than useless to the first-time visitor to Britain. And this week it's unhelpful advice in the British countryside. Tim, will you care to start, please?
Regular buses serve all areas.
Barry.
£50 notes can be changed at any pub. You don't have to buy a drink.
Phil.
If you're visiting Glastonbury, the last weekend in June is quite quiet.
Graham.
Gates often blow shut. Make sure that you wedge them open properly.
It is common practice to pick your own sheep. The euro is accepted everywhere.
If you enjoy cheery conversation and a good laugh, talk to a farmer.
Especially if you're French.
The locals like it if you give large chalk figures hats.
The English words for a government-sanctioned brothel are W.I. cake store.
The fields around Longleat House are ideal for camping.
If you're invited for a game of croquet, it's traditional to give your host a gift of 12 moles.
The English word for car park is cricket square.
Enjoy a bowl of the traditional cold soup. It's known as slurry.
Wales is nice.
We'll keep a welcome in the valleys for you, Barry.
Any more? We're going to have some musical fun now. With a round called Pick Up Song. This is where the teams sing along to a selection of popular discs which DJ Samantha brought along specially today. Samantha is, of course, famous for her fine set of 45s, and you couldn't hope to find more magnificent hits together anywhere. She kindly popped them on the mixing desk for me to sample. And now we're going to share them with the teams. Samantha's in position at the turntable and ready to play the discs for the teams to sing along with. At my signal, she'll reduce the volume to nothing, but when the music fades away, the team should continue to sing until it reappears, the object being to stay in time. If on its return you're within a gnat's quaver of the original, I'll be awarding points, and points mean prizes. Okay, Open University, here's your starter for 10. What do prizes mean? Points, I mean.
think an honorary degree is winging its way.
This week's prize will ideally suit the Tibetan hill farmer who likes to keep the place neat and tidy. It's this lovely set of goat hangers. Graeme, I'd like Graeme to start by accompanying Fats Domino singing Ain't That a Shame.
Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. You broke my heart when you said we're apart. Ain't that a shame? My tears fell like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. Oh, well.
It's your turn now, Tim. Would you please accompany Slim Whitman singing the lovely Rosemary?
Oh, Rosemary, oh, Rosemary, I love you. I'm always dreaming of you. No matter what I do, I can't forget you. Sometimes I wish that I'd never met you. And yet, if I should lose you, 'twould mean my very life. Would mean my very life.
Okay, Phil, would you please accompany Billy Bragg singing Sexuality?
Relations with girls from many nations of my parties, women of all classes. And just because you're gay, I won't turn you away. If you stick around, I'm sure that we can find some common ground. Oh, sexuality, strong and warm and wild and free. Sexuality, your laws do not apply to me. A nuclear submarine sinks off the coast of the outer sea.
And finally, Barry, would you please accompany Elvis Presley singing All Shook Up?
Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yay, yay, yay.
It's all right, nurse.
Well, my hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think of when you have such luck? I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Whoever said that the best pictures are on the wireless obviously never tried to watch High Noon on Radio 4. Or indeed has never listened to Sound Charades, our next round. This is based on the popular TV show Give Us a Clue, where the players were given a strict time limit in which to mime a well-known book, song or film title. And what experts they were. Who will ever forget the show's now famous Commonwealth tour when Lionel Blair jumped up and displayed his passage to India for the full treatment? The original created fine comedy moments by the brilliantly simple ploy of being performed in silence. In our version, the teams speak. Okay, Tim and Phil, You're to start, please, and your title will be displayed to the audience via the laser display board. And for listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
2 mules for Sister Sarah. 2 mules for Sister Sarah.
Incidentally, those listeners who don't want to join in the fun should keep listening. Right, you're guessing this one, Barry and Graeme. Off you go, Tim and Phil.
It's 5 words. It's a film, and it might be a book, I don't know. But we'll
Possibly a book, we're not sure.
And it goes like this.
Ding, ding. Hello, welcome to Dulcis at the Vatican. I'm Tracy. How can I help you?
Well, that's awfully kind of you, but I was looking for some shoes.
Oh, that's good, because, like, where's your shop? What sort were you looking for?
Well, what Tracy, was it?
Tracy?
Yes.
Welcome to Dulcis at the Vatican.
I'd like some... What have you got?
We got plimsolls. Do you want plimsolls?
No.
Okay. You want sneakers?
No.
Do you want boots? Steel toe caps?
No.
Do you want stilettos? Do you want them big, like, lumpy trainers like Sporty Spice wears? You go big with them, make you taller. You look good in that habit. Bit taller. What sort of thing? What is it like you need the shoes for?
Well,
how long have you been a nun? Does it pay well? I was thinking into getting something like that myself.
Yes, I expect you're often on your knees. Now, I'd like something simple that I can wear around the bedroom or the beach.
So, bedroom or the beach, you say? So something like a slip-on?
That's right, yes. Oh, those are wonderful. Mother will be pleased.
Would you like to wear them now? Should I put them in a box?
It's all right. The Pope will pay for them.
We had him in here the other day. In his short.
Bless you, my child. Good morning.
Ta-da.
There's one thing I left out, and that is you have 30 seconds for your mind. Okay, Barry and Graeme.
It's a film, which is a book, I think, but it's so intellectual, I can't believe
There's no business like shoe business.
Does shoes come into the title?
Yes.
I mean, the word shoes.
No.
You lie.
It's not the shoes of the fisherman, if that's what you were thinking.
Damn your eyes.
Guard, seize him.
So, what was my character?
Nun.
Another word for nun.
What do you call her?
Sister.
Yeah. And if she was called Sarah...
Sister
Sarah's sewing shirts for soldiers.
Your turn, Barry and Graeme. Your title is now being exhibited on the laser display board, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a musical.
2 words. Doobie-doobie-doo. Mother, this is Miss Farrow.
Oh.
I think we might know this one, don't you? Mamma Mia?
Oh!
Right, now, these days it seems a decent shut-up line is essential to finding yourself a partner. Our own Barry Cryer tells me he's frequently approached by young women with the line, "I couldn't help noticing you keep looking at me. Can you see all right without the binoculars?" All walks of life need a good shut-up line, team, so I'd like your suggestions of some that might suit keen gardeners. Phil, will you start, please?
Don't worry, it'll grow.
Hyacinth. Aloe vera.
Do you think it's better in a bed or up against the wall?
put your wellies on, you've pulled.
Could you help me find the clematis?
I suppose a fork's out of the question.
Come and see the potting shed. It's where I prick out, then harden off.
It's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. But first, I notice we've had an avalanche of correspondence this week. The letter comes from a Mrs. Trellis. She writes, "Dear Mr. Humphreys, just a short note to say, just a short note. Yours faithfully, Mrs. Trellis." Oh, and there's a P.S. The teams might be interested to learn there's a new book out called The Almost Complete I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. It's all about Britain's favourite radio programme. Did they know there are 2 shows of the same name? On with the game, teams, and since we're in Milton Keynes, we'll play a modern adjunct to the ancient and modern rules called lifts and escalators. In this version, play begins at Fairlop, and if at any point during the game a player lands on an underground station with operational lift service, he must return immediately to Fairlop. If he lands on an escalator, however, he's quickly catapulted all the way to Chalk Farm Road. What fun! Tim, will you start, please?
Fairlop.
Oh, no. Can you do that? Start on Fairlop.
Surely it's the second move that goes to Fairlop, isn't it?
In this version, I said, listen. In this version, play begins at Fairlop. I can't say it more clearly than that.
I think you said that very clearly.
Okay, Gants Hill.
Barking.
Nice.
Oh, it's an escalator, though, isn't it?
No, it's not.
What?
Barking.
No, there isn't.
Nope.
No, to be fair, no, I don't think so.
Isn't there? No.
We're playing the subway adjunct in this version, by the way.
Don't be frivolous.
Oh, well, no. It's obvious. I was just messing about.
I know.
Come on. Arness Grove.
Finchley Road.
Got him.
Euston.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hammersmith.
Good. Very good. Yeah.
That's the hell. That's the hell.
No conferring.
No, no, but he's doing the Helsinki. He's doing the Helsinki defence.
Lancaster Gate.
It would. Lancaster Gate.
Upper Wimpole Street.
Oh, please.
Oh.
You obviously not read my book.
You obviously haven't written your book.
Regent Park.
Yes.
Whitechapel.
Good.
Lift. It's got to be a lift. Fairlop.
Yes.
Gospel Oak.
Mornington Crescent.
Sorry
The time I spent on the internet just going over the rules. 3 years. 3 years, Brooke-Taylor, and you spray it up the wall.
If only.
It's time for a round now called Superstitions. It's well known that actors are especially superstitious. And our own Tim Brooke-Taylor, thanks to carrying his lucky rabbit's foot, escaped with only minor broken arms, legs and ribs when he fell down a manhole after tripping over a limping rabbit. Okay, teams, I brought along a selection of my favourite superstitions and items of arcane folklore, which I'd like you to explain. Barry, we'll start with you. If a black cat crosses your path, what should you do with it to avoid having bad luck?
Hit it with a ladder.
Do you know the answer?
No, Humph.
Pick it up and throw it over your shoulder.
What?
Tim, what would a girl who eats chicken gizzards have?
An ice cream to follow.
The answer, I'm sorry to have to tell you, is large breasts.
Can we have 500 chicken gizzards over here, please?
Graeme, complete the following superstition. It's a superstitious rhyme, in fact. A whistling girl and a bleating sheep
will attract the hotel staff to your room.
The real explanation is always come to the top of the heap. Phil, what does it denote if you have a mole on your buttock?
The pair of you will be sacked from that particular production of Wind in the Willows.
What if you have a toad in the hole?
Or if you're feeling ratty.
Dump badger.
Okay, here are some for anyone to have a go at. What do large feet signify?
Big shoes.
Humphrey is now holding up his shoes, which are size 34.
Or 13 in the old money. The answer is intelligence. What would happen if you bathed your face once a day in your own urine?
You would upset the other blokes in the urinal.
Well, now, I'll tell you, it'll bleach your skin and create an excellent complexion. What does it signify if you find a hair in your mouth?
It's March.
As everybody knows, it means you'll kiss a fool. Complete the following. Sneeze before you eat.
Go to the loo before you cough.
The answer is visitors before you sleep. Ridiculous. We're back to moles now. Hold a live mole in your hand as high as you can, then squeeze the animal until it's dead, and you'll always have
a very bad reputation as a children's entertainer.
The answer is money. Finally, what does it mean if you dream of naked women?
You're asleep.
Well, the answer is honour and joy.
Oh, dear. Lovely girls.
Leaving that and quite a large amount of wildlife behind us, I notice it's very nearly at the end of the show, but there's just time to fit in a round of Parliamentary Song Book. Before we do, however, Samantha has to nip out to the House of Lords with her constituency friend. He's looking for support for his MP, who's facing expulsion. And Samantha says it's important to have a good peer if his member's likely to be out. Teams, I'd like you to suggest some songs likely to appeal to an audience of MPs, parliamentarians, and the like. Barry, will you start, please?
Robin Cook, riding through the glen. Start with that.
Molem.
Live them bones, dry bones.
Maggie Thatcher coming at ya.
Mandelson's Wedding March. There is a house in Downing Street. They call it number 10. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy. God knows it's done it again.
It's William Hague's solo. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. And a very topical one. Ramsay MacDonald had a farm.
One man went to mow.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as the organically fed pig farm of time depletes the ozone layer of destiny, and the short-sighted Aberdeen Angus of hope attempts to mount the concrete cow of eternity, I notice it's the end of the show. So from Samantha, myself, the teams, and the good people of Milton Keynes, it's goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Phil Jupitus were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson, the producer was John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You're welcome to join us this week in Bradford at the fine Alhambra Theatre. Bradford is not only a tiny picturesque village of mellowed Bath stone cottages nestling along the banks of the River Avon, but is also 150 miles away in Wiltshire. As today we're in the Yorkshire city of Bradford, which boasts a rich and varied history. The name of the town is derived from Broad Ford because of the river crossing here, which was wide and convenient for dumping stolen escorts. Originally a small Saxon village, little of the original settlement survives apart from a fine 15th century cathedral which took 194 years to complete. A construction period of nearly 2 centuries may seem ridiculous to us, but of course builders were a lot quicker in those days. The town's prosperity grew thanks to the wool trade, and during the royalist siege of the Civil War, balls of wool were even hung on the city walls to protect them from cannon fire. This proved largely ineffective as the royalists held large numbers of playful kittens to bat them out of the way. The productivity of the woolen mills was raised beyond measure in 1798 with the arrival of steam power. The engineer James Watt, who, having noticed how the steam from a boiling kettle forced its lid open, was inspired to build his labour-saving machine. With reciprocating 3-foot piston cylinders connected by a massive cast-iron cantilever beam, Watt had created the world's first 7-ton Teasmade. Bradford was also known for the excellence of its Edwardian theatre, which pioneered pantomime, music hall and classical drama. It was here in 1905 that the great actor-manager Sir Henry Irving, then in the twilight of his life, made his last performance. Having given a hushed audience his bloody Thomas à Becket murder scene, Irving sadly collapsed and died. It was most unfortunate as he was actually playing Widow Twankey at the time. But there's more to Bradford today than just famous people dying on stage. Let's meet the teams. They are on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Sandy Toksvig. And making herself comfortable as she settles down on my left hand, please welcome our delightful scorer, the ever-lovely Samantha. Our first round is called Dumbing Up. Teams, I'd like you to suggest more sophisticated and upmarket versions of today's programmes that might halt the trend of dumbing down. Sandy.
The Foresight Arga.
Graeme.
Drop the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Tim.
A refined tea-time rock show, the Earl Grey Whistle Test. Later in the evening, never mind the peacocks.
Last of the Summer Chateau Lafite 1959.
Who wants to be a Molière?
Baddiel and Skinner planned.
Can't cook, sack cook.
ER equals MC squared R.
The Weakest Link with Robert Robinson. Ah, you are the weakest link, sir. Farewell.
It's time for a musical round now with spell check songs, where certain song lyrics have been specially corrected by that fine facility available to users of home computers. And what a labour-easing boon spell check is. By saving us the trouble of going through our text manually and placing a wiggly green line under every seventh word. Whenever I type my own name, I'm safe in the knowledge I'm but a double mouse click away from becoming Humphrey Lyttelton. So, teams, I've had some well-known songs put through the spell check system, and I'd like to hear you sing the results. Piano accompaniment will be provided by Colin Sell, who, as far as we can make out, has never had to go through any kind of checks. Actually, we were interested to hear that Colin was responsible for bringing the Beatles to Abbey Road. Camden Council have just sent in the pest controller's bill for fumigating the entire block. We'll start with you, Barry and Graeme, and the first song I've run past my computer spell check is A, You're Adorable.
A, you're a dormobile. B, you're so bendable. C, you're a fruity call to arms. D, you're a starling. E, you're exiting. And F, you're a father in Miami. G, you love coddling. H, you sit heavily. I, you're one-eyed and oversized. J, we're like crack and pill. K, you're so killable. L is your lovely thunder side. M, N, O, P, we could go all the way. Q, R, S, T, alphabetically speaking, you're a star. You made my wife compete. V means you're very sweaty. W, X, Y, zoo. It's fun to wander through the Alps a bit with you. To tell you what you mean to mow. And that's jizz.
Okay, your turn, Tim and Sandy, and your spell-checked song is Let's Call the Whole Thing Off. Off you go.
You say either,
And I say Iga,
you say neither,
and I say night dress.
either,
Iga,
neither.
night dress.
Let's pull the whole thing off.
You like potato,
And I like potassium,
you like tomato.
and I like toe sucking.
Potato,
Potassium,
tomato.
toe sucking.
Let's call the whole thing bomb.
You say laughter,
And I say Luftwaffe,
you say after,
and I say orphan.
laughter,
Luftwaffe,
after.
orphan. Let's call the whole thing bomb.
Let's move on to a round that's based upon those terrific magazine interviews detailing a typical day in the lives of celebrities. Thanks to these magazines, we've been able to read about how Jonathan Ross's mum got a part in EastEnders and how Jim Davidson's wife ended up in Casualty. I brought along a selection of my favourite interviews to give the team some insight into what it must be like to be a celebrity. Unfortunately, certain words are missing from these articles, and I'd like the teams to suggest what the missing sections might contain. Right, we'll start with you, Barry and Graeme, with an interview on a day in the life of Cliff Richard.
Oh, good. Ah.
On tour, I rarely go to bed before...
The end of the show.
The show doesn't finish until...
The fat lady falls asleep.
I never usually eat before the show because...
At my age, wind can be a problem.
I'm supposed to read out the right answers to this, but they're so bloody boring. Most mornings I'll be up at about 11 a.m. and then try to get in some...
Very tight trousers.
Okay, most mornings I'll be... I've just had an instruction today that occasionally, if the real answer is funny, read it out. Which is exactly what I've been doing. In the late afternoon, I'll spend at least half an hour in a hot...
Gospel choir.
It's actually Bath. A day off at home in Weybridge, Surrey, tends to be less...
Well paid.
Structured is the word. I'm awake at 8, listen to the radio until 9, then take a selection of...
My records down to the car boot sale.
Pills with my coffee is the real answer. I'm 61 now, and I've been known as the Peter Pan of pop for so long, I feel a great pressure to...
Put on some green tights and fly out the window.
It says here, look young and look good.
These are rib ticklers, Humph.
I share my house with my best friend Bill Latham, who is also my...
Tinkerbell.
The house has 3... the real answer is press relations officer. I enjoy fame and fortune, but like sharing my...
Fame.
Money with family and friends. I don't attend church very often, but I have a support group at a very vibrant and charismatic church nearby who've taken it upon themselves to...
Vibrate and support.
The real answer is pray for me. In the evening, Bill's girlfriend Jill normally does the cooking. I usually end up...
Thinking, who's he kidding?
No, of course, it's peeling the potatoes. Then they tend to doze off between TV shows while I lie on the floor and...
Look up their legs.
Relax.
What's the real one, Humph?
Relax. Right, your turn now, Tim and Sandy, and your interview comprises a day in the life of Anne Robinson. I'm very good in the early mornings, but no use to anyone after about...
5 bottles of gin.
You've got part of it right, 5 p.m. Getting dressed at our home in Gloucestershire is wonderful. It's woolly stockings, shirts, and anything that will...
Go over my head.
Real answer is stand up to the mud and cold. I've really taken to country life. I love animals, and if I could wave a magic wand...
I'd get a cat and become a real witch.
The answer is I would be surrounded by them every day. Sunday is the day when we love to see friends crammed around our...
Bank statements.
The answer is kitchen table. Our friends usually start threatening to...
Kill us.
Go from about 4 p.m. On Sunday nights, it's back to my cottage in Kensington. People have called me lots of names, but they've never called me...
Anything that wasn't true.
We went to the proms the other night, and to my horror, we were sharing a box with...
A dead body.
Well, the answer's the bottom, Liz. I've said so many rude things about Virginia Bottomley, but to her credit, she
had no idea who I was.
It was very gracious. The weakest link is the anti-game show. It's so...
unremittingly awful.
The real word here is subversive. I'm desperate for questions that give me an opportunity to show...
what a poisonous twat I really am.
Well, the way she puts it is the contestants up.
Close.
Yeah. Well, that was jolly good.
You won that one, Humph.
There were some very funny real answers you gave us there.
I was slapping my thighs.
Well, that's what it was.
And smacking my lips.
It's now time to say good morning radio with the team's wildest version of those morning television chat and lifestyle programs. The undisputed king and queen of the genre were Richard and Judy, but their morning show was recently transferred to a Channel 4 afternoon slot, where ratings have suffered. But to be fair, they're scheduled against the BBC test card. And also these days, Richard seems to be partnered by Dougal in a dress. Well, never being ones for the obvious, Richard and Judy's true skill lies in their ability to interview guests who have fascinating stories to impart, but with the novel slant of preventing them from ever saying anything remotely interesting. I'd like you teams to emulate their style by interviewing certain world-famous celebrities, ensuring that nothing of the slightest interest value passes their lips. Okay, I'd like you to start us off as the interviewers Tim and Sandy. Barry and Graeme will be your guests, assuming the roles of Napoleon Bonaparte and the Duke of Wellington. Off you go, Tim and Sandy.
Well, delighted to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Napoleon, what about that hat?
It's a very nice hat. I wear it ever since Waterloo. Which, by the way, let me tell you about Waterloo.
Wellington, that's a lovely hat, too.
Well, thank you so much. This is symbolic of an attitude. It's a codified call to...
Well, I'm surprised, actually, I'm surprised you were able to have an attitude in that shoe. I mean, the Wellington, difficult one to carry off.
And in the mud and blood of battle, these boots...
Oh, don't talk to me about the mud and blood of battle. Waterloo, Blucher's cavalry on my right flank.
Yes, well, I wanted to ask you about that, the blood of the battle, because I expect there's nothing that you don't know about getting stains out of serge.
Serge was my trusted lieutenant. It pained me. His bravery. You should have seen him galloping across the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm sure. And did you think at that moment, oh, God, if I'd had this field feng shuied, how much better?
Have you ever been to the W.H. Smith at Waterloo? It's very good.
Later on, we're going to be making beef Wellington, and I just want to ask you finally, for the two of you, what's next?
Yes. Can you stay?
Yes, we can stay.
We can stay the course in battle.
I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. Napoleon Wellington, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, your turn to be the interviewers now, Barry and Graeme. Tim and Sandy will be your guests, assuming the identities of Adolf Hitler and Eva Braun.
Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome indeed.
Welcome.
Well, Adolf, on a personal note, it's often been written about. Do you dye your moustache?
No, it's natural.
It is totally natural. I've taken mine off with my new razor. It's a Braun.
Ava, you're related to Gordon, aren't you?
Gordon Braun? I don't think so, no. However, Adolf was telling me... Oh, no, who am I? Yes, Adolf was telling me... Trouble, I expect you want to know about our weird sex life together.
No, we don't. I just wondered if you'd noticed we had the sofa recovered.
Yes, we've got a sofa very like that in our house in Argentina.
Well, talking of Argentina, what do you think? Germany for the World Cup?
I think we should talk about Germany, and I think we should also talk about Swiss Nazi gold.
Great local radios.
Gold is very in this season. It's really the colour, isn't it?
Gold is the new silver.
Yes.
Could you let Adolf finish his Swiss Nazi gold lines?
Is it interesting?
No.
But it is a great little local radio station.
Are you going somewhere this summer?
We're thinking of going back to Poland, aren't we?
We are.
What do you do on holiday? Do you just switch off and relax?
No, we kill people.
And then we go and play golf.
And then relax in the evening, probably, do you?
You was talking about golf, Adolf.
I was. Right.
Were you leading round to a...
I was. I had time in a bunker, but I just think...
The teams are now going to play the old favourite Cheddar Gorge. This is just one of many games taking their names from famous landmarks. There's also Table Mountain, where the winner is the player who makes the highest pile of dining room furniture. And then we have Hoover Dam, a game that involves stubbing your toe on a vacuum cleaner. And, of course, there's that old party favourite called St. Bernard Pass, where players sit in a circle and take turns to unwrap a large dog. As is obvious in Cheddar Gorge, the panellists take it in turns to exchange a single word each at a time in order to make up a sentence, the object being not to complete the sentence. If you hear this, it means that either I've judged that a full stop has been reached, or that one of the team has been hit by a vintage car. Tim, I'd like you to start, please. This week's subject is my favourite recipe. Off you go.
My
favourite
recipe
is
one
of
delicious
and
yet
fragrant
pies,
which
I
place
in
the
oven
at
noon.
But
I
am
sorry
to
say
that
I
have
often
forgotten
the
ingredients
for
the
pies
which
I
place
in
the
oven
when
they
are
ready
to
be
put
in
the
warm
yet
strangely
cold
and
also
very
increasingly
and
indubitably,
comma,
although
some
of the finest
pies
which
I
knew
once
upon
a
time,
were
the
best
of
their
kind
in
the
entire
and
speaking
of
these
pies
I
was
never
ever
well
almost
never
optimistic
that
the
end
of
my
pies will be
in
sight
as
I
am
hoping that
Well, it's very nearly time to end the show, but there's just time to squeeze in the parliamentary ball. Samantha has to nip off now to meet her constituency chairman for a trip to the House. As she says, his member's going up for an all-night session. So while she's away, I'd like the teams to announce the late arrivals at a society ball for MPs and other parliamentarians. Graeme, will you start, please?
Will you welcome, please, fresh from the party conference, Mr. and Mrs. Dingovation and their son, Stan Dingovation.
welcome
from Holland,
oh yes
Mr. and Mrs. Ust Shut Up Mo Moldham and their son Vim must shut up more Mormon.
Will you welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. Ricultural Policy? And their wayward daughter Agnes, that's the common Aggie Ricultural Policy.
And also, of course, Mr. and Mrs. You take this £1,000 and ask a question for me, and their son Will.
Closely followed by Mr. and Mrs. Envelopes and their son Brian Envelopes.
Mr. and Mrs. Les Gitz and their daughter Hope.
Mr. and Mrs. Ority and their enormous daughter, Massive Madge.
And welcome, please, representing the Lib Dems, Mr. and Mrs. Calder Pratt. And their son, Barnaby Calder Pratt.
And a very, very late arrival, Geoffrey Archer.
From Newcastle,
oh, yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. to the Euro, and their son, Noah, to the Euro.
And welcome. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Bennett, is Stephen Byers still there? And their son, Gordon. Eyes to the right, nose to the left. No, it's Robin Cook.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the Argentinian boot stud of time confronts the second metatarsal of eternity, and the England squad of uncertainty goes out in the second round of inevitability, I notice it's the end of the show. So from the team, Samantha, myself, and the good people of Bradford, it's goodbye.
Graeme Garden, Sandy Toksvig and Tim Brooke-Taylor have been given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Searle setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson, and the producer was John Naismith.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Dave Lee, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello again, and in another attempt to take panel games off the air, we have on my left Barry Crowder and Graeme Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and William Rushton. They'll be playing a series of absurd games, and if I can't think of anything better to do, I shall award them points. First game, with that subtlety for which this programme, indeed this entire network is famous, is called Words of One Song to the Tune of Another.
Get the picture, folks?
And I want each team to sing the words of one song to the tune of another, provided by Dave Lee at the piano. Now, Barry and Graeme, I'd like you to start. Will you sing Charlie is My Darling to the tune of O Soli Mio? Gondoliers. We'll give you 4 marks for that. Tim and Willie, will you sing Tutti Frutti to the tune of Secret Love? According to audience reaction, you take the lead there with 10 marks, and we go on to the point in the programme where I introduce a round that's played, in fact, at the end of the programme, in order to give the teams time to think of silly names for people arriving at the politicians' ball. Once again, that occasion was suggested to us by Reverend Arnold Page of Castle Carey in Somerset, and he's once again sent us a couple of suggestions which will have to be matched by the team at the end of the programme. Here's our Senator and Mrs. Lees P. King and their son Frank Lees P. King, and Governor and Mrs. Garkey and their son Ollie Garkey.
Deep rocking is imminent.
I think he's very good. Now, the team's going to make up a poem, and each team member must keep going until I press this buzzer, which goes like this. And then a member of the opposite team must take over. This goes on until we reach our artistic, natural conclusion, or the whole thing falls apart at the seams. And I'm going to start now with William Rushton. And the first line of your poem is, "He pulled against the running tide, the oars squeaked in the rowlocks."
Can I write to my mother, please?
No, Willie. He recently translated into Chinese the collected works of Gollocks. The tale of a famous huntsman who, clad in hunting pink, would seem totally irrelevant and quite boring to a chink. However, there he was, in his tiny boat, setting out to sea.
Good heavens, what is that? He cried. There ahead of me, it is a monster rising up from out the waves, so flecked. Oh God, he cried, I've done a rhyme, and now this boy I've wrecked. But I will think of a rhyme for flecked. I will think of one, cried he. Flecked, flecked.
In the boat he went, the storm went down. Ha ha ha! The boat it crept. In pieces 1 and 2. He sounded like an animal who lives in London Zoo. An elephant. Oh, 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 oh! It's the animal of which I speak.
It sounds like a cock elephant. Now, I heard one last week. And so to London Zoo he rode, up the Regent's Canal. And there upon the bank, there upon the bank, he spied a very good old pal, a-riding of his bike. He was a-riding to the zoo.
He had an urge to contemplate both ends of a new. He thought that something interesting might leap into his mind, and so he started at the front as opposed to behind. This being the more savoury view of the two, a fact he knew so well.
He said, this is a fruitless task. Oh, cock elephant, go to hell. I have more interesting things to do. I'll go and look at my stamps that I
can say to somebody, stamps, yes. I have got the cramps. I've got the cramps, I'll tell you why, a minute or two from now. When I have thought of something else than you silly old cow. I will tell you why, and this is why I'll tell you so, 'tis true. I've got a house that's pink and white, and it is also blue. Blue, you say? What has this to do with the story we've been telling?
Nothing at all. Back to the zoo, he hurried, loudly yelling. "Oh, keeper, tell me, of the new, the front or back to choose?"
I was thinking of translating it into ancient Greek, but I've gone back on the booze. I tried my ancient Greek last night on an aging bartender
who didn't seem to like it at all. But the barmaid, who was slender, said, "I like Greek. I always have." And in my spare hours here, I translate iambic pentameters while I...
Means I'm only here for the beer.
Yes, a minor classic, I think. This next round is called Thumbnail Sketches, and I'm going to give each team the name of a well-known person, and I want them to go on about that person for 30 seconds. Marks will be given for any new information about the person, and you'll be responsible for your own legal fees. Right, now we'll start with Barry and Graeme. Will you talk for 30 seconds on Virginia Woolf?
Virginia Woolf, right. Yes, she was a lady. And wrote books. One of them was called The Lighthouse, and the rest of them weren't. She was born just outside Cheadle in Cheshire, which was a great surprise to her mother, who was in Manchester at the time.
Contrary to popular rumour, which claims she was born just outside Wedlock village in Yorkshire. She was a solicitor for several years, but the fines proved exorbitant. And she made her first television appearance. No, but this is the Virginia Woolf we're talking about. In 1954, when she did in fact beat Mick McManus by 2 falls and a submission in the 5th round.
The other Virginia Woolf you're thinking of, we finished talking about some time ago.
Okay. 6 points in there, and we go quick as a flash to Tim and Willie, who are going to talk for 30 seconds on Davy Crockett.
David Crockett was a well-known hat maker.
Yes, he wore a coonskin hat.
Yes.
Or sometimes he just slit the middle of a beaver and just clap it on his head. He died at the Alamo under rather tragic circumstances.
The coon wasn't happy about the skin.
He wrestled with a bear, thinking possibly turning that. It was an enormous hat. He stood for Parliament, not for Parliament, he went to Washington.
He stood for the Queen.
He had a very, very boring song written about him by Walt Disney.
Yes. Other well-known facts about him are that
he died at the Alamo again,
yes,
later.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best.
In another film starring John Wayne, as opposed to one with Fess Parker, who died rather better.
Now, Mr. Still, Barry and Graeme, that with that round, Tim and Willie have gone into the lead by 17 points. And we come to the round which is called Bedtime Story. For this round, I want one of the members of a team to make up a bedtime story. From time to time, he'll give his partner a signal for a suitable sound effect to reinforce the dramatic effect of the narrative. Well, for extra excitement, the person doing the effects will be wearing headphones with music playing to prevent him from hearing the story. Tim, will you start the story? And I want your story to be about a deaf owl in a far-off land.
This story takes place in Scotland, this far-off land, where on the 14th of July every year, Gordon McHamish would go out onto the moors and he would cry, which would frighten the villagers. Suddenly, there came towards him this creature that was making this noise. It was indeed his mother, who was loony at the time. And she would cry, "Hamish," she'd cry, "Hamish, whatever you do, don't go near the railway station." But of course, Hamish, being a stupid lad, went down and he waited for the train. And as the train came, he could hear it in the distance coming round the corner. And the train went...
I've run out of implements.
That is why this story is interesting. There was an owl, you see, who was deaf, and because it was deaf, instead of going to wit to woo, it always used to go, "He there, you stars, your eyes."
I thought the way those two worked together was positively uncanny, and they haven't finished yet. Now, Barry and Graeme, who's going to tell the story?
I am. Graeme's going to do it.
Graeme's coming out in the front, and while he's doing that, Barry, I'll tell you that your story must be about a mouse and an elephant on a desert island.
Mouse and elephant on a desert island.
A mouse and an elephant on a desert island. There you go, Barry.
Monty Mouse lived on a desert island with an elephant. Monty and the elephant were great friends, and Monty's great joy was when they'd wake up in the morning and the elephant would look over at him and go, "There's something different about you," said Monty. One day, they found some footprints in the sand. "Good heavens," said Monty. "I thought we were alone on the island. Do you think there's a..." life-size replica of Percy Edwards on the island with us? Not at all. I think it must be Man Friday. And sure enough, behind the palm tree, they heard a sudden sound. No. It must be Saturday, he said. Because I always used to listen to Brands Hatch on the radio, and suddenly from the radio they heard... Jack DiManio snapped again, said Monty. So they turned the radio off and ran round the back of the tree, and there was Man Friday. "Hello there," he said. "Come and have a meal with us. Let us have some sausages in a frying pan." So they tossed them in the frying pan, and the sausages fizzed and crackled and went... They were, of course, bangers.
Very good. I enjoyed that. Lots of lovely marks all round. We go on to the next round, which is called Initials, and this is a round which was sent in by a listener, by Lynn Anderson of Old Coulsdon, Surrey, and this is an entertaining one. I'm going to read each team some abbreviations, and they must tell me what they think each stands for. These are, in fact, initials. I'm going to start now with you, Graeme and Barry. Your initials are BEF. BEF, but I must tell you that this is not capital initials, it's small initials.
The little British Expeditionary Force. It's the Keep the E Out of Beef campaign.
No.
British egg fanciers, no. Small eggs. Bolivian etymologists. Yes. Fancy piece.
I'll give you a clue as you're lagging by 74 marks. It is an instruction that you see on a packet.
Oh, open before March the 3rd, and the rest has been torn off. It's just... Point.
I don't think you're going to get this.
Small BEF. Edible foodstuffs. BEF.
The instruction is blunt end first.
That's what I meant. That's what I said.
Right, Tim and Willie, your one is...
Foodstuffs?
I didn't say foodstuffs, I just said a packet. Oh, your one, Tim and Willie, is D-O-R...
That's blunt end first on Irish deodorants.
Right. Tim and Willie, your one is D-O-R-I-S.
Oh. That's a misprint. Actually, just
met her in the pub before, didn't we? D-O-R-I-S, as in Doris, is it?
Exactly.
Doris owes Rushton 1 shilling.
I'm going to give you that one. Not the shilling, the mark. It is, in fact, direct order recording and invoicing system. Isn't that exciting? So exciting that we'll rush on to the next round. And this one's sound charades. We've played this before, and lo and behold, we're going to play it again. One team has to make noises, and the other team must guess what they mean. The audience are let into the secret and can help by applauding when they're getting warmer and doing the other thing when they're not. And you at home will hear the secret too by means of our mystery voice. Let me ask you, Barry and Graeme, first. Is this a film or a play or a book or whatever?
This is a Christmas carol.
A Christmas carol. Our audience will be shown it on the board.
And the carol is The Holly and the Ivy. The Holly and the Ivy.
How many words?
5.
5? 5. The Holly and the Ivy.
So far, so good.
I cannot understand.
Now you try and guess what we were going to do.
Okay, so it's basically Old Stanley.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that was good. I can't understand how you took 45 seconds to get that, but still. Now, Tim and Willie, what is yours? A play or a film or what?
It's a film.
A film.
And it's got 3 words.
And Tim and Willie's is Day for Night. Day for Night.
Right, hope you've at home have heard it by our mystery voice.
We're going to do all 3 words at once, if we may.
Okay.
How are you going to do Gatsby?
Oh, you guessed wrong. Okay, Willie.
Sir Alec, Doris is here.
Would you like it again? We'll do another version if that's more difficult. All right, Willie.
Sir Alec, Doris is here. For you.
Oh, we got another one.
Wake up, Sir Lancelot.
Night. Night and day. So near. Night and the Ivy.
No.
You got it? You got it?
No, they didn't.
No, they're singing Night and Day at the moment, which is another round altogether.
Day and night. Day for night. Day for night.
Barry, you said?
Day for night.
Day for night, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to the blues now. In this round, as you all know, each team gives the other a topic for a blues, which they must then improvise, accompanied by Dave Lee at the piano, and Graeme and Barry are going to start by giving a topic to Tim and Willie.
Yes, we're going to give them the News Vendors Blues. News Vendor.
Brand new dress. What a bloody mess.
7.5 bar blues.
Okay, so Tim and Willie, it's for you to give Graeme and Barry their topic.
Mother-in-law blues.
Woke up this morning, saw 2 dogs fighting in a sack. In a sack, in a sack. Then I realized that it was just my mother-in-law, as seen from the back. I won't say she's fat, boy. You better believe when she walks down the street, all the weighing machines leap back into the chemist shop. And that's a fact.
Right, well, I'd better tell you before we go on to the next round that leaves the score in quite an interesting position with Willie and Tim 108 and Barry and Graeme 801. Or vice versa. Now we go to the point where I sort of back out of the proceedings and leave the teams to give their announcements for the arrivals at the Politicians' Ball.
Pray wave something tasteful. I will, For Mr. and Mrs. Secretary and their long-haired son, Furry Ian Secretary. Furry
Mr. and Mrs. the Exchequer, and their rather dodgy daughter, Chancey Laura the Exchequer.
I'd like you to welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. Stir of Agriculture and Fisheries, and their daughter, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries.
From Glasgow, will you now wish your in for Mr. and Mrs. Sack and their son, Woolsack?
Will you welcome, please, Mr. Patrick Entry Debate and his Pa Liam Entry Debate.
Exchanging a joke in the corner, Mr. and Mrs. Dingvoter and their daughter Flo.
Mr. and Mrs. Hicks, their daughter Polly. Hicks.
Stand back!
I'm standing back.
Well,
Mr. and Mrs. Chairs and their evil piratical son, Black Ben Chairs.
And over from France is the Marquis de Sade and the party whips.
Mr. and Mrs. Festo and their son, Party Manny.
Festo. And from Germany, please, no hard feelings. Herr and Frau Ard and their son, Hans.
A moment of decency. Mr. and Mrs. the old member for Epping North, shut up, and their son Will, the old member for Epping North, shut up!
At that point, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of the programme with Barry and Graeme so far in the lead that I doubt whether Willie and Tim could
Mr. and Mrs. Mandering and their son, Jerry. And her friend, Sybil Service.
Well, you'd be surprised to learn that Willie and Tim didn't catch up.
And their friend, Anne Archist. Not a very good friend.
And that won't do them any good either.
And Ricky with the first results, and their son, Billy Ricky with the first results.
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Until next week, when we'll all be with you again. Goodbye now.
William Rushton, Graeme Garden, Barry Cryer and Tim Brooke-Taylor were given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Dave Lee setting some of them to music. Production was by John Castles. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to the panel game, recently described as the show we'd most like to work on by the Union of Panel Beaters and Body Crushers. Two teams oppose each other in the ensuing farce. They are, on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and William Rushton. The rules are quite simple. The teams do what I tell them. And in this first round, the aim is to put the last nail in the coffin of a long-running radio or television show and close the series in one line. Colin Sell will play the theme music or something very like it, and I shall award points for bad taste. Barry, you put the final word to the generation game.
Nice to see you.
Willie, your one is The Quest.
No. I'm over here.
Graeme Garden. Graeme, will you put the last sentence to the Duchess of Duke Street?
I don't believe you've met Sir Charles Forte.
Right, on to the next round without a backward glance. Incidentally, this is where I introduce a round that's played at the end of the programme, and I'm going to announce it now in order to give the teams time to think of silly names for people arriving at the politician's ball. The politician's ball. And, of course, all of you listening at home will join in on this one. Fat lot we care. We have a round now which is, the title of which is self-explanatory, and it's a very concise title, Words of One Song to Tune of Another. I want each team to sing the words of one song to the tune of another. And the tune will be provided, of course, on the piano by Colin Sell. Willie Rushton, will you sing I Belong to Glasgow to the tune of Deutschland über alles?
I don't know either. I belong to Glasgow, dear old Glasgow town. But what's the matter with Glasgow? For it's going round and round and round, on only a common old working chap, as anyone can see. But we'll get a couple of drinks on a Saturday. Glasgow belongs to me.
Well, I've got to give you 10 marks after that ovation.
Thank you.
Graham, you're next. Will you sing I Feel Pretty to the tune of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony?
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright, and I pity any girl who isn't me tonight. It's charming, oh so charming. It's alarming how charming I feel.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, your words are the hokey cokey, and the song is As Long as He Needs Me.
You put your left arm out, your left arm in, the left arm out, and shake it all out. Do the cokey and turn around, that's what it's all about. See, you put your right arm out, right arm in, another tune, and out,
Another 10 marks there. Barry, your words are Where Did You Get That Hat? And the melody you have to sing it to is the Dam Busters March.
Follow the bouncing bomb. Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that hat? They're bouncing, they're bouncing. Your dog's dead. You get that
Well, as you heard, that round was an absolute walkover for Barry Crown. We've got another new one now. This is a nice one, this one. It's a round that's called Strip Quiz. And it's based on the old-fashioned principles of strip poker, which you no doubt know. I ask questions of the panellists. I shall ask questions of the panellists, and each time they get one wrong, each time they get one wrong, they have to sacrifice one garment. And I should tell you that in order to be absolutely fair, the team are now wearing shirts, trousers, and shoes and socks, which will count as one garment. Anything after that will remain to be seen.
All that fuss over such a little thing.
Now then.
Self-criticism is very...
Attention, please, because I'm going to go very fast here, and these are quite tricky questions. Barry, you first. What is the capital of England?
London.
Willie, What is 1 and 1?
2.
Graham, what is the name of the Queen of England?
Elizabeth.
Tim, what is the pharmacopoeial name for turpentine?
Nigel?
No, I'm sorry, the word is terebinthina.
Everybody still wore those.
Tim loses his shirt. Tim loses his shirt on that one, but still there's everything to play for.
Does it cross my heart, Tim? No, yes, it did.
Attention, please, for the next round.
Lifts and holds.
Barry.
Yes.
What's your name?
Barry.
Willie, what's Barry's name?
Barry Manley.
Graham, what's Willie's name?
Willie.
Tim, what is the name of the author of the play The Captain Is Not Amiss, first produced in 1836? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
They do still wear those.
Well, we'll go on to the next round, please, Humphrey. You're a very good chairman, and can we go on to the next round, please?
I'm sorry, Tim, you've lost your socks and shoes there, but still, it's early days. Early days yet.
You can see where the tan stops.
Next round. Next round. Barry, how many fingers do you have on your left hand?
My left hand, oh, that's a tricky one. 4. And 1 thumb.
I'll accept that answer. Yes. Willie, how many fingers do you have on your right hand?
I agree.
Graham, how many fingers do you have on both hands together?
8 and 2 thumbs.
Oh, that's great. Tim, how many letters... Tim Brooke-Taylor, how many letters are there in the philological word meaning the development of a glide vowel between 2 consonants?
49.
49, you said? I'm sorry. The answer is 11.
I said 11.
Get him off. Get him off.
I'll accept 11 from you. Can you tell me what the word is?
Yes.
What?
Yes, only 3. You wanted to know what it means,
No, I'll tell you what. I'm sorry, you've lost that one. The word is svarabhakti.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, we know that.
Get him off.
And Tim Brooke-Taylor now has to remove his trousers and only has his underpants left.
God bless St. Michael.
When we come to the climactic round...
Rusty is it? So we're doing that, only...
Barry.
Yes.
Attention, be quiet, please. Barry, name a 4-legged animal.
Horse.
Willie, name a creature which flies.
Tim Brooke-Taylor.
I'll accept that. Graham, name a creature with a beak.
Oh. Only 1 beak.
Only 1 beak.
Sparrow.
Quite right.
Good. Yes.
Tim, name a crab of the group which is characterized by a triangular cephalothorax with projecting rostrum.
Can I help you with the laces?
Anthony Wedgwood Ben.
Close, but not close enough. The answer is oxyrhynch.
Well, that's
and at this point, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Brooke-Taylor, having lost, has to remove his underpants. I thought it was a bit of an anticlimax.
All trailer and no big picture.
Here's a familiar round which has become a favourite with us all. The teams are going to make up a poem. It's called ad-lib poem, in fact, the round. They're going to make up a poem, and each team member must keep going until I press the buzzer, and then a member of the opposing team must take over with the next line. This goes on until the natural artistic conclusion is reached, or until none of us can stand it any longer. I'm going to give you the first line of a poem. Barry Cryer, I want you to follow up on this one. On an ice floe in the Arctic, I saw a penguin pass.
On an ice floe in the Arctic, I saw a penguin pass, sure of tread and fleet of foot, though the ice it were of glass. Hello there, little penguin. Do you know Derek Nimmo? I cried.
Willie?
I don't know. Derek Nimmo, said the penguin, though I've tried. I communicate quite often with the aforesaid Nimmo.
Graham.
As often as I can, that is, among this ice and snow. He is not a regular upon this frosty shore.
Tim?
He cannot afford to travel because he is rather poor. Perfectly. Honest, I must say to you, I am a penguin bright. I live up in the Arctic Circle, where the sky, where it is always night. I have to go on with this poem. I can see it's true, but in the Arctic...
And very well you do it, sir, I cried. Would I were like you. A poetess, a rhyme maker, and a penguin just are you. I wish I could make poems, and then the sky would be blue, the sun, 'twas gold, and all around the lights did shine, and then...
Excuse me, but do you know a rhyme for 3:30?
Now then, this next round is called Sing-Along, and in this round each panellist has to sing along with a disc. Once the tune and the tempo have been established, the sound of the disc will disappear and the panellist will be left on his own. After an embarrassing pause, the disc will come back and the panellist scores points if he's still with it. We're going to start this round now with Willie Rushton.
Do we have some words?
Give us some words.
I've got some words. I have some words here for you. These are the words of early one morning. If you'd pass that to Willie. And Willie, I want you to sing this one along with Nana Muscuri.
I have 4 eyes. Can't hear you, dear. There one morning, just as the sun was rising, I heard a young maid sing in the garden valley below. Oh, don't deceive me, oh, never, for she's foreign, could you use her for to try, woman? Remember the vows that you made to me truly. Remember how tenderly you nestled close to me. Gay is the garland, fresh are the roses I count from the garden to bind over thee. Here I now wander alone as I wander. Why did you leave me now to sigh and complain? I asked of the roses, why should I be forsaken? Why must I hear in sorrow?
Graeme Garden, you're going to do the next one. Your song is When I'm Cleaning Windows, and you have to sing along with Guess Who? George Formby.
Now I go cleaning windows, depending on his bob. For a nosy Parker, it's an interesting job. Now it's a job that just suits me. A window cleaner you would be if you can see what I can see when I'm cleaning windows in my room. In couples too. It's not written down.
Time very close to the papers.
What is honeymooning couples he's on about? I've only got in my profession I work hard.
We know that.
This is a residual fallout, and they'll be coming in now. I'm counting.
In my profession, I work hard, but I'll never stop. I'll climb this blinking ladder till I get right to the top. The blushing bride, she looks divine. The bridegroom, he is doing fine. I'd rather have his job than mine. And I'm cleaning windows.
He fought the BBC and won.
I don't have enough now to give you that. Tim Brooke-Taylor.
Back at all,
terrific.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, yours is a bit an easy one. She Loves You, accompanying the Beatles.
She loves you, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, 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 yeah. You think you lost your love? Well, I saw her yesterday. yesterday. It's you she's thinking of, and she told me what to say.
God, he's old.
She said she loved you, and you know that can't be bad. Yes, she loves you, and you know you should be glad. She said, what go on? She said, you asked her. How does it go on there? She said, you hurt her, so she's almost lost her hand. She said she knows you're not the hurting kind. She says she loves you, and she knows that can't be bad.
It'll be a bloody miracle if he does
yes,
it now.
she loves you, and you know you should be glad. Ooh. She loves you, and you should be glad. Ooh. She loves you. Oh, that is unfair.
Very good, Tim.
There were 4 of them.
Very.
And they could sing.
Never mind, you got full marks for that. Barry Cryer, see what you can do with the Lincolnshire Poacher. Here are the words. And you've got to sing along with... this one comes from an album called Tony Jacklin Swings. Tony Jacklin.
I was bound apprentice in famous Lincolnshire. Full well I served my master for more than 7 years, till I took up to poaching, as you shall quickly hear. Oh, 'tis my delight on a shiny night in the season of the year. Such twiddles as I don't know. As me and my companions were setting off a snare.
Here comes a cow.
'Twas then we spied a gamekeeper, for him we did not care. For we can wrestle and fight, my boys, and jump or anywhere. Oh,
sorry about that. She loves you, yeah.
I have a feeling that round puts Willie and Tim in an unassailable position with 16, with Barry and Graeme lagging a little bit behind at 24. We have now the point of the programme where I listen enraptured to the announcements from the team of the arrivals at the Politicians' Ball.
Good heavens, the doors have just swung open, and there are framed in the doorway Mr. and Mrs. Seats with their daughter Margie Nell Seats.
Because she was coming in later. However, they swung open again. And here, will you welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. Tingvoter and their daughter Flo Tingvoter.
Themselves arrived a little earlier.
There aren't many, are there?
Will you welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. Troll Roll and their son Alec Troll Roll. The doors have swung a further 8% to the right, and here come Mr. and Mrs. Enoch Pole and their unlikely offspring, Black Rod.
Over there by the Polynesian bar, good heavens, it's Mr. and Mrs. Tickle Broadcast, with their parrot who likes a good night out, Party Polly Tickle Broadcast.
A very similar lady was about to arrive. However,
stayed at home.
However, please will you welcome Mr. and Mrs. Sist Influence and their son Mark Sist Influence.
In the cabaret tonight, that popular Latin American group, Lost Deposit.
And
They're all nodding.
And now, kicking hell out of a dumb waiter, Mr. and Mrs. Thatcher and their children, known as the I Thatcher lot.
Mr. and Mrs. Ricky, and good heavens, their son has just popped out and whizzed back again, now known as the first return Billy Ricky.
Will you suspend your belief, please, for one moment, and welcome from Scotland, Mr. Democratic Vote and Mrs. Democratic Vote, and their daughter, Free Democratic Vote. They've come a long way.
Who do I spot over there, standing just beside Tony Benn and his elder brother, Big Ben? A visitor from Scotland to the debating chamber, Wall Sack.
There seems to be an anti-Scottish feeling here.
I was mistaken. No, it's somebody else altogether. It's homosexual Bill.
With his Queen's speech. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Wright with their jazz-playing agent, theatrical of that ilk, son, 10% swing, Tudor Wright.
Mr. and Mrs. Tory Vote have arrived, and their daughter Mandy Tory Vote.
No, won't you stay?
No, I won't.
Ladies and gentlemen.
On the menu tonight...
The last waltz, ladies and gentlemen.
On the menu tonight, you may be interested to hear, is a portion of that cold seabird that nobody is afraid of, the chill turn none dreads.
Time has come to say...
Mr. and Mrs. Pesto and their son Manny.
Mr. and Mrs. Stir of the Environment and their daughter Minnie.
Not to mention Mr. and Mrs. T. Whip and their father, Pa T. Whip.
Don't let's mention any of them.
On behalf of the two teams, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden, and Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor, from us, till next time, goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden, Tim Brooke-Taylor and William Rushton were being given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by Simon Brett.